Hello everyone, my name is Lara and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to do a YouTube video about 20 things I learned before turning 20 years old. And this video may come out after this because I have to edit and I've never done that before, but you know what, this year I was like, let me just start a YouTube channel and just go for it because, it's always been something I want to do. So I'm like, why not? Okay. So today I'm going to be talking about 20 things I learned before 20. And 20, even though people claim 21 is the age for certain things, but 20 specifically, you're in like the 20 digits. Like that's a really, really big deal. Like it's really big. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about 20 things I learned before 20, and I hope anybody can get some insight out of it. And this page is called The Life of a Sunflower, so please subscribe if you're interested in the topics I talk about. I crochet, so I might be crocheting on my channel. I talk about self-love, self-help stuff, and I want to bring everyone on my journey. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I learned before 20 is you are doing better than you think. With that being said, you are doing better than you think. Sometimes we can get in our heads and be like, oh, I'm not doing good, or I might be failing, but you know what? All that doesn't matter, especially when you're young. You have time to grow and learn, and you are growing and learning. So you're actually doing better than you think or than you realize. Like, times are hard and, you gotta figure life out and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're trying your very best and you're learning how to navigate in the world, that is something that means, you are where you're supposed to be. You are doing what you need to do. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Number 2 is nothing lasts forever. Oh, this one had hit me hard. But yes, nothing lasts forever. I'm a person that doesn't like change a lot, but in this life, we're in a constant state of change. Like, change is always going to be happening around us no matter what, like, for real. So what we have to, like, learn is there is going to be change, and to just, kind of go with the flow and, like, enjoy things while they're here, or enjoy things while they're present in your life. But then after that, just letting it be. And, if it has to go, and if it's not lasting, hey, it just is what it is. Like, and just know that something new is gonna come in your life, So yeah. Number 3. What the heck was that? Number 3 is there is a season for everything. And when I tell you, that saying reminds me of the scripture in Ecclesiastes. Like, there's a time for everything. There's a season for everything. There's a time to laugh, cry, be happy, be sad, live, die, There is a time for everything. Like, you're not going to be happy 100%, and you're not going to be sad 100%. But the good thing of this, or of it, is, I'm going to put it, nothing is the same all the time. Like, the good and bad, like, when I say there's a time for everything, even like good and bad, like light and darkness, like, it's all going to be experienced at some point. So yeah. Number 4. Why'd I look like that? Sit with yourself and take everything in. literally, like, this is a good one, because I really had to learn that even just like before turning 20, like this year, like, well, clearly before I turned 20, but I really had to focus on this particular thing this year, because I had to learn to sit with myself and like take everything in, because you know a lot is going on in the world. We're trying to process everything, you know, living life, especially adulting. That's another episode, but that's another video. But yeah, adulting can be a lot. So with everything just coming in, you know, sometimes we have to learn to just like, whoa, okay, sit with it, stay with it, you know, and just take everything in. Also, sitting in silence. That's something I've learned that has really helped me, sitting in silence, complete silence. Just listening. Yes, like that's something I've learned also, listening. Just taking it in, like, even if you hear nothing, just like, what does that bring up? Even like listening to your thoughts, or listening to what your soul or heart is saying. When you sit in silence, you can hear all of that, and it helps you just center yourself again and just be like, okay, this is actually happening, this is happening in the present moment. How do I proceed, you know? So yeah. Number 5 is, what you want isn't always what you need. This is one that like hit me really hard, because especially to learn, because I had to learn, like, you know, we might want something, but it might not be for us, you know, and that's a real hard pill to swallow, because I've literally always wanted things in my life, and then the Most High, God was like, girl, no. But there's a good side in that. There's a good thing on another side to this particular thing, because literally that means it may be something that is better for you, you know, something that is more aligned with what your purpose is or what you really need, you know. So sometimes, like, okay, it's not what you need, but then sometimes eventually, we don't know, later on in life as you live, you realize, okay, I don't want this anymore, and what I need is, you know, what I want eventually, even though that probably doesn't make sense. But learning to, you know, express gratitude, be thankful for what is, you know, and notice the little things that can help you with that as well. So yeah, it's a lot of sides to, you know, what we want, but then, you know, really tapping into what we really need. So yeah. Okay, number 6. Words aren't always true. Don't believe everything you hear. Yes, that is definitely true, because people, if they're like saying something, and like, you know, it's kind of criticism, but you know, I'm learning to take constructive, good criticism, because you know, sometimes criticism, it helps us learn to become better and stuff, you know. But whatever you hear, even if it's not pertaining to you, just other people's stuff, you know, in the social media life, we can get caught up in lots of things, you know, keeping track with other people, and you know, it's very entertaining. So we like, ooh, what is this? Like, did this happen? And did this happen? But you know, everything you hear isn't true. Even, you know, something that sounds true, like you believe, like, sometimes we don't know. Like, that's why I always keep an open mind to everything. I see things from all perspectives, because I feel like there's a little truth in everything, and like there could be, you know, lies and other things as well, but just balancing it out, and just like learning to filter and like realize, okay, is this true or not? Like, I don't know, you know. Because even our thoughts aren't always true also. Like, because after we hear something that's criticizing, we're like, okay, then the thoughts come in. And, you know, the mind is an interesting thing, definitely interesting thing. And what you have to like figure out is, okay, all these thoughts aren't true, you know, just like saying stuff like, okay, I'm a horrible person, like, I'm ugly. Like, no, like, that stuff isn't always true. Like, you're cute. You know, you are an amazing person in your own unique way. So, just learning to know to what's true and not, you know, to be honest with yourself and know what is really true and just know that every thought isn't true and just, you know, observe the thought, be mindful and just, you know, let it go and release. Number 7, it is okay to not be okay. This is a really good one because this world we have to be like, okay, we have everything together, we're doing everything right, and we have to be like, I'm just realizing it's okay to not have it all together all the time. It's okay to not be okay. Like, you don't have to be perfect or have everything set up or, let's just say, always feeling good. Also, it's okay to not be okay with that also. Like I said in the other one, it's a time for everything. Like, it's a season for everything. And it's a time to acknowledge the emotion. Like, it's okay that you're feeling this way. It's a normal human emotion, you know? So just taking the time to know that and be gentle with yourself through that. Like, I'm still learning that also because I'm kind of a perfectionist and yeah. But you're just learning to go with the flow and just saying, girl, it's okay. Okay? So yeah. Number 8 is don't take things personal. When I tell you through my whole life's journey, I think this number 8, don't take things personal, is the number one thing I'm still learning. Like, I think it's my biggest lesson in my life because I've always take words seriously. I think everything pertains to me, like, girl, it does not. Like, everyone has their own problems, everyone has their own life, and, like, it doesn't always pertain to you, you know? So, just learning to know who I am, and to, like, know who you are, and just say, you know, people might be going through things, but look at you. You're here right now. You don't mean any harm or nothing. You're doing you, and just, yeah, just keep going from that. Like, just worry about yourself and always be kind, humble, kind, you know? So that's what kind of keeps me to help improve with that because everything isn't pertaining to me per se. And but the fact that sometimes if you're taking it personal, you know, it's something you need to work on. So that's what I'm learning with myself, or even not work on, but just work on, like, okay, why is this making me feel away, you know? Because, like, it might not even be pertaining to you. And even if it's subliminal stuff, if you think it is pertaining to you, like, that's none of my business to think about that, you know? So, number 9 is you can't control others. Just the person that I am. It's not like intentional, oh, I'm trying to control you, you know? But it's like, sometimes we want to get control or shape people or, you know, fix them and try to make them what you need to be, but like, let's not control people. Like, it's just like, you can't. People want to change for themselves and they have to change for themselves, but if they're not what you want them to be, like, you should be loving and just let them go and find their way, or love them as they are and just be with them on their journey, but, you know, set boundaries and just, if it fizzles out, it fizzles out, you know? Even friendships, like, not just relationships, friendships, and even family, like, let people be themselves. And it's not good or bad, you know, like I feel like everybody is amazing and unique in their own ways. But you know, sometimes you want them to be something that's for you, but that means they might not be for you. So just kind of letting that be and just moving on and figuring out, focusing on yourself and how you can better yourself and set boundaries and do you. So yeah. Number 10, it's okay to make mistakes. Now, this one's for my perfectionists out there. I used to not think I was a perfectionist, but I think I am a little bit, you know, just a little something, yeah, a little bit. And because of that, you know, I just think us as perfectionists, we need to be more gentle on ourselves. Like, we don't have to be perfect, and, you know, in life you make mistakes, but when you make them, it's just you, it's just to make sure you can learn from it, you know? So that's what I'm learning doing with that. But just loving yourself through it if you make a mistake or not. When you do good, encourage yourself, hype yourself up, be there for you. And then if you make a mistake or anything, be gentle with yourself, console and comfort your inner child, your inner self that is hurt or wounded, you know, and know that you'll do better the next time and you learn from it. But that is alright. Everything's gonna work out because at the end of the day, everything is okay. And number 11, you don't have to people please. This is one that is very interesting because, you know, at the end of the day, us as people, we all want to be kind and nice and, you know, help people, or just, you know, somebody's like, oh, but this blah blah blah, we'll be like, okay, you know what, I'll change myself up and, you know, to please this person, or be, you know, just be nice, 'cause I'm a kind person. But what I'm learning about that is that mentality can be very damaging at times, and I'm realizing, like, it's okay and it's amazing to be nice, but there's a huge but there is a time to literally take care of you, you know? You gotta put you first. Because you're the person that's coming. You came into the world yourself and you're going out yourself. So, yes, love, be considerate of others, but make sure that you are okay so you can keep being considerate, not you being wounded and hurt from all of this stuff, you know? How you don't people please is by setting boundaries. That is the number thing. Setting boundaries helps you not people please. Like, okay, somebody's like, oh, well, I want you to do this and blah 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 for me. And like, okay, you're like, well, oh yeah, but let me get back to you on another time. If you can't say anything, but that's why I'm learning, like, just say, oh, get back up. Because, you know, I used to just be a person that's like, yes, immediately, but like, no, I'm learning it's okay to not know. And it's okay to say no, like, for real. So just be like, oh, I don't know about that now. Or, oh, no, not today, but maybe another time. Maybe we can schedule that. But just right now, I'm not in a place to do that, you know. But, you know, I'm here for you. You know, you don't have to be mean about it, but it's like the person's reaction to your response, that's good. That should tell you what kind of person they are. Like, if they respect your boundaries, like, okay. But if they're like, oh, like, you're never there for me, and like, you never cared or whatever, like, no, no. You don't have to do that. It's a way out, and by setting boundaries, you can have a healthier life to, you know, maintain healthy relationships and not, for them not to turn toxic, you know, take care of you. Number 12, take time to explore what you want to do. Yes, like, dealing with a career or whatever. You know, when you like graduate from high school and start college, sometimes you don't even know what the heck you want to do. Now, I chose to major in social work. At first it was sociology, but I switched it to social work because I feel like that's more in the field of what I want to learn in. But let's just say sociology. That's a wide field if you want to dabble into something. Like you can do lots of things. Like it's kind of a variety of things dealing with society, people, all of that, and the science of how people live and maneuver. So just anything, or just try at something. Even if you don't know, you might want to switch it another time. But just learning, you don't have to know. Even if you don't want to go to school at all, like I'm totally for that. Like it's okay, you know. It's just it's okay to take time to figure out. Even if you graduate high school and you don't know what you want to do, like just it's really okay. Just make sure you have a plan of how you want to figure things out in life. But just like it's okay. It really is. Number 13, self-love is a non-stop journey. I had to learn this. I started my self-love journey 2018. Yes, I was a teenager, a young thing, and that's pretty good to like learn about self-love at somewhat of a young age. Like most people, I feel like they learn in their adulthood, which is beautiful. They're even able to find that. I think a lot of people are practicing this now. It's like a huge phenomenon. You know, it's a lifestyle now for people, and I'm so glad it is, like, because everybody needs to love and take care of themselves. So it's just amazing seeing everybody, some people, you know, delving into it. But I had to learn this for like since 2018. And you think, okay, I love myself fully, I figured it out after you've healed for one thing. But when you think about it, you're on a journey. I don't want to say like just learn, you're on a journey to just learn lessons. I don't think life is just because of that, you know? I think life is a living experience, an experience to live on earth. Like us as human beings, it's an experience, and we were given this gift to come down on this earth to live. So figure out how to love yourself. It's a continuous journey, and when I say it's non-stop, you will forever be learning things. Like I always say, I'm always going to be open to learning in this life, because learning never stops. You learn something new each day. And even something that you thought you once knew, it can easily switch up again. So what I'm learning about this is accept that, you know, accept this is my journey, and I'm open to learning all new things I have to learn on my journey to keep becoming and blossoming and birthing into the beautiful person that I am. So yes, it is a constant journey, a non-stop journey. 14, letting go. This is such a interesting thing I had to learn my whole life, like letting go. Even good things, like just let it go, let it be. Instead of more like letting it be, like letting it go doesn't mean, oh, just get rid of it all. Like, no. When I say letting go, like let stuff just flow, let it be. We're all supposed to be free, so if we're all free, we have to let go and let things be. Even ourselves, like let go of expectations, let go of others so they can live. That's just what I've learned with that. So yeah. Number 15, what you see in others is a reflection of you. Okay, now, this is something that I feel is very true. I learned about this in sociology also, but I kind of already knew this. But basically, what we see in others is a reflection of us, even like good things. You know, now, this is random. I'm going off into the topic of jealousy. You know, people go, oh, I'm jealous of this person because they have this and all that. But, like, what they don't know is, like, it doesn't have to be like that, you know? Let's just say you see somebody and they're so beautiful, they're so pretty, you're like, oh, their energy is amazingly vibrant. That is in you, like, there's no reason to be like, oh, this person has this song. Like, no, like, because you're like that, that means you need to work on yourself, because you're not seeing what you like about this particular thing. You see, even this person, it's within you. Like, this beautiful light and this magnificent energy and this amazing personality, that's you, because you can relate or see that light in somebody else and be like, oh, they really have it all, or like they have it together, or they just look like an amazing person. I just like their personality. That's within you also, because you're drawn to it. Even like trees and the sea, that's within us also. Like beautiful things we see in nature, the world, even clothes, like that's us. Even though material things, like that really doesn't matter per se, but just something that makes you feel good, even other people, because you're feeling that is you. Like love, we feel love for somebody, like that's within you, like for real, because you're feeling that, because you're experiencing that. Yes, so that's what I want to let everyone know. Number 16, we all have a choice. Now, this one's kind of not like deep, but like interesting, because when I say we all have a choice, we do all have a choice. Now, there was a time where most people didn't have a choice, but the world we live in, we somewhat have a choice, especially in what we'll tolerate, what we won't, what we believe in, what we won't believe in, how we live, what we like. That's our choice. If you want to stay in something that's toxic, or choose love and light, a peaceful life, if you want to live in the city or you want to live in the country, that it's all our choice what we want. Now, like I said, in the other thing I learned, like I forgot what number it was, of like sometimes what we want is what we need. Yeah, now that's a whole nother conversation with that. But when I say we have a choice, we do have a choice to go get something we want, even though it might not be what we need. But we have a choice to pursue that, but it might not work out the way you want it to. But we do have a choice, though, like to go down which route in our journey, just trying something, or we see that's appealing. Yeah, we have a choice for that. Number 17, anything you create is beautiful. Now, this one I just love so much, because I feel like, we're trying to create something or do something, we're a little judgmental, and especially with others' opinions of like, oh, this isn't good enough, oh, this could be better. And yes, like you can improve and perfect, not perfect, improve, I'll just say improve, improve something for it to get better. But just the first creation of something, just to say you're painting something randomly, and it's a little messy, like that's beautiful what you've created. When you thought of how you wanted to put the paintbrush and it went in a different direction you want it to go, that's beautiful, that's art. It's something that wasn't planned, and it happened to go that way. And just learning that is a beautiful thing. Sometimes mess is beautiful. Like, let's just say a fashion style. Now, I love fashion styles that has a little messiness going on with it, and it's a little rugged. I don't know, like tassels everywhere. Not tassels, but like, like the crochet look that has like the tattered clothes and all of that. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Like, it's very artistic. But that, like, or even just like putting ties together, bottle cap dress, like different products to make a piece. Even with art, like using trash products to make an art piece, like that, like a mess can be beautiful, So just those little things I found very interesting and intriguing and learning. Your first creation, even though it can be improved, that is something that's beautiful as well. So number 18, trust your intuition. This is something that's been an interesting thing for me. Intuition, it is something like an inner knowing of yourself and a gut feeling you're supposed to trust. But when you ignore it, sometimes stuff gets worse. Like, I remember in my life, I ignored my intuition for like a very long time. But what I'm realizing is if we like keep ignoring it, so like it's going to come up. Like, you're gonna have to deal with it. And I don't know if this is meant for me, but you're like, you know what, I'm scared to go out and, you know, be alone and be abandoned. So you stay with that. So just learning that it's okay to listen to your intuition because there's something better, you know, that's more enlightening for you and healthier for you, you know. So yeah, your intuition will lead you to where you need to be, to what is best for you. Number 19, your journey is predestined. Now this one's a little deep because like my aunt, she was talking about something. But like when you think about it, okay, like we said, okay, everything will work out here and there, but she had told me like no, everything's predestined. Who you are meant to meet on your journey, what are you supposed to experience on your journey, it's already going to happen. You can't prevent anything from happening. And I was like, that is so deep. Like, what is meant for you, that will come to you and it will happen. Like, for real. Like, even if it's way later on in your life, it's going to happen. You're supposed to help, that's going to happen. You can't prevent that. Even death, you can't prevent that's going to happen in life. Like, yeah. Like, you can't prevent anything. Everything's predestined. But just, but just living and basking in the experience of life is just the goal. And whatever is destined, let that be. And number 20, the last one. You are where you are supposed to be. And everything is divine timing. This one is the most amazing. I said the best for last. But this one is the most amazing one because it teaches you that it's alright. Like, you are where you're supposed to be. And it's all supposed to happen. Like I said earlier, you were predestined for certain things in your life. Like, your journey is predestined, so whatever you're supposed to experience, you will, and you can't prevent that. So just, you are where you're supposed to be, and for everything to align, it will align in divine timing. Like, be patient, wait, it's, your time is coming, like, literally. So yeah. Well, that was 20 things I learned before turning 20. That's a lot, especially for a little person like me. Not a little person, because I'm not like so young, but like, you know, I'm very young and it's a lot more to be learned. But just learning that it's all okay. And you know, this journey, life is beautiful and amazing. And just find little things to just enjoy it. Like, just enjoy life, you know? Well, this is probably going to be my first YouTube video, I guess. So whoever came to join to listen to me, welcome. This is the life of a sunflower. I love sunflowers, so I named my page that. But if you like my journey and like what I talk about, please subscribe to my channel. But yes, like, I'm just so excited to create more, do more on my channel. There's definitely gonna be more. I'm just getting my start now because, you know, I'm balancing school and stuff. But I'm like, you know what, I've listened to podcasts and stuff, and they're like, start that channel you always want to start. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So yes, peace and blessings, love and light to everyone. Well, bye. See you another time, next time.